Once upon a time, a pair of cranes built their nest beside a quiet river. They worked hard, diligently collecting twigs and leaves until their nest was the perfect size for their future eggs. They dreamed of a peaceful life, raising their chicks by the tranquil water, far from danger. But one day their idyllic world was shattered. A large serpent slithered into their nest and ate their precious eggs. The cranes were heartbroken. The female caressed her empty nest, her heart filled with sorrow and anger. "This will never happen again," she cried to her mate. "We must find a way to protect our eggs, to keep them safe from harm." The male crane nodded, his eyes blazing with determination. They needed a plan, a clever solution to safeguard their future. As days passed, the cranes searched for an answer, their worry growing with each sunrise. Then one morning, they saw a mongoose drinking from the river. It was small, quick and fierce. And the cranes had an idea. They approached the mongoose, their voices trembling slightly. "Mighty mongoose," they said, "we have a terrible problem. A big snake keeps coming into our nest and eating our eggs. Can you help us?" The mongoose looked at the cranes, his sharp eyes gleaming with intelligence. He understood their fear and he knew he could help them. "Of course I can help you," he said, his voice calm and reassuring. "I am the swiftest and most cunning hunter. I will chase the snake away and you can raise your chicks in peace." The cranes were overjoyed. They thanked the mongoose and flew back to their nest, their hearts lighter now that they had help. When the snake came slithering into their nest, the mongoose was ready. He pounced, biting and scratching until the snake lay still. The mongoose stood proudly over his kill, waiting for the cranes to return. When the cranes came back, they found the snake dead and their eggs gone. The mongoose had eaten them. The cranes were shocked and hurt. All that planning, all that hope, and it had led to this. The mongoose had solved their problem, but he had also eaten their eggs. The cranes fell silent, staring at the ground. The mongoose tilted his head, confused by their silence. He had done what they had asked, yet they didn't seem happy. The cranes finally looked up, their eyes filled with understanding. They had been so focused on solving their immediate problem that they hadn't considered the consequences. They had chosen a solution that, while quick, had caused more damage than good. The lesson was a hard one, but a necessary one. Sometimes when life pushes us to act, whether in anger, fear or haste, we end up making choices that only create bigger problems. True wisdom lies not just in acting, but in thinking, and carefully considering the consequences of our actions before we take them. So before you make your next big move, pause, reflect and ask yourself, will this action solve the problem or create a new one? If this story spoke to you, comment, "I will think before I act." And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more wisdom-filled stories.